Assalamualaikum and hi. Today my group members and I will present about plant nutrient which is molybdenum. For the plant nutrient introduction, molybdenum is a trace element found in soil that is essential for nitrate reductase enzyme formation and function. It required for the symbiotic nitrogen fixation mechanism by rhizobia bacteria in legume root nodules. It also can be mixed with nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium fertilizers applied as foliar sprays or used as a seed treatment. Seed treatment is the most common way of correcting molybdenum deficiency because of the very small amounts of the nutrient required. For the nutrient main sources, molybdenum in the form of molybdate is a trace nutrient or micronutrient which is necessary in plant nutrition. Molybdenum is utilized by selected enzymes to carry out redox reaction. Enzymes that require molybdenum for activity like nitrate reductase for nitrogen fixation. Nitrogen is necessary for a plant to grow and it helps the plant to use nitrogen for compounds such as acid amino, proteins and chlorophylls, which is making the plants healthy and well fed. Without molybdenum, plants cannot perform the biogeochemical process of making essential nitrogen process. Next, move to the biogeochemical cycle process. Molybdenum present in deep soil which is extracted by the root network of trees and incorporated into leaves. These leaves fall to the ground and decompose, providing a molybdenum-enriched environment for nitrogen and fixing bacteria living in the upper soil. Binding of molybdenum to leaf organic matter reduces molybdenum leaching rates from the soil, keeping molybdenum in the soil environment where it can be used by the bacteria. In turn, the new nitrogen fixed by the bacteria fertilize tree growth, resulting in a classic mutualistic relationship.
In a study titled Biogeochemical Dynamic of Molybdenum in a Crater Lake, Seasonal Impact and Long-Term Removal, the assimilation of molybdenum is done by the phytoplankton in the epilemion as a mean of nitrogen fixation and nitrate assimilation. But some research also indicate that cyanobacteria and bacteria in large could play a vital role in molybdenum uptake. The key indicator for the ability will be the presence of molybdenum enzyme in the microorganism. For organism, it must be first able to transport molybdate from the environment at the ambient concentration so that they are able to synthesize an active nitrogenous enzyme that have iron and molybdenum metal center commonly found in cyanobacteria and rhizobia. Hence, the symbiotic relationship with the plant's legume nodule. The assimilation process, however, are heavily influenced by the presence of inhibitor and environmental characteristics like pH and oxygen level.
Next, for the nutrient uptake and transport system in plants, it is need essential nutrients such as molybdenum to support their growth. There are two types of molybdenum uptake system in plants, which are molybdenum transporter type 1 and type 2. Sulfate transporters have non-specific molybdenum transport activity, and sulfate can be stored in the vacuole or activated to adenosine 5' phosphosulfate for further conversion.
Next, I will explain about the important function of the assigned nutrient for the plant health. First, molybdenum is required for the process of symbiotic nitrogen fixation in legume root nodule by the rhizobia bacteria. Second is molybdenum is needed to convert inorganic phosphate to organic form in the plant, and the third is required to form the enzyme nitrate reductase, which can reduce nitrate to ammonium in plant, and the fourth is molybdenum is used to transform nitrogen into amino acid, and nitrogen fixation take place occurs in legume. Furthermore, I will explain about the similarities function of the molybdenum in producers and consumer. First, molybdenum is needed for the majority of the biological organism to growth, and the second is molybdenum is the trace element that both producers and consumers needs in very small amount for growth, and molybdenum deficiency will occur in both producers and consumers. Next, I will explain about the different function of the assigned nutrient in producer and consumer. For producer, molybdenum help in nitrogen, oxygen, and sulfur cycle. And the second is molybdenum has been utilized by specific plant enzymes to participate in reduction and oxidative reactions. For the consumers, humans' body needs molybdenum to process proteins and DNA, which is the genetic material. And the second is molybdenum is used to break down of the harmful chemicals and medication that can enter to humans' body. Next, I will list the plant which required low, moderate, and high amount of the molybdenum. For the low amount, beets, onions, spinach, subterranean, clover, and grass. Moderate amount, codfoot, rough stalk meadow, perennial raygrass, meadow fescue, and timothy. Higher amount, orchid grass, legumes, white clover, red clover, and Yorkshire fork.
So moving on to the symptom of deficiency, the 5 chosen cultivated species will be the sugarcane, corn, wheat, grapes, and cauliflower. The deficiency symptom mainly observed on the leaf and the reproductive organ of the plant. Some paper had mentioned that the deficiency of molybdenum is closely tied to the nitrogen deficiency, as molybdenum is an enabler for nitrogen absorption for plants. For cases of excessiveness, however, molybdenum is quite a unique case, as plant is generally resistant to molybdenum toxicity, and research for this topic is highly recommended. For case study, example provided will mainly focus on soil pollution, confirmation tests, and policy recommendation for molybdenum.
So these are the references that we use to do some research and find some information about molybdenum. So that's all from us. Thank you.